Streamed, awesome.
It's coming. We good?
And there it is.
All right, here we go.
Cool.
All right, here we go.
All right, come on in, guys. Hey, thank you, sir. Welcome, y'all. Come on in. Hey. Whoa, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. And we're gonna have to bring out the gal here in just a minute, and I'll grab her. Hi, guys. Before we do that, hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. Can you guys? Good. Chat's up. Thank you, Tony. 1 sec, guys. Hold on 1 second. One question. Cool. Just making sure. One thing. Okay, awesome. Hi. What's up, Karen? Hi, Ann. What's up, Alan? Rick, what's up? John Surge in the house. Stacy Hall. Go for yes. Oh, the book isn't on this desk anymore. I was going to give you some love. The book is not here anymore. It's in another room. It's following me all over the place, Stacy. So it's not right here. Hi, Greg. What's up? What's up, Tom? What's up, Mike, Shauna, Sharon, Bianca, Roberts? There's the lady. Very cool. Cool. All right. Thanks, Joe. What's up, guys? All right, so hi, everybody. Welcome. If you're a guest here, if you're not a member of My Lead System Pro, what's up, Michelle? Actually, drop an X in the chat if you are a guest. If you've never, your first time inside of MLSP and not sure what's going on, but you saw a really cool event tonight, and you're new to the community, and this is your first touch with MLSP, and no guests, which is totally cool. I was just curious. We got like one get out of all the okay, a couple. Hi, well, welcome, Sherby. Welcome, Vondelin. Awesome. Jason, welcome. Okay, let's play this game. Drop an X if you're a beloved member here and you love this community and you are rocking and rolling in your business. Okay, cool. And awesome. Welcome. Hi, welcome home for all you beautiful members. So if you're a guest, this community, what we're about to show you, I'm going to bring out a gal and we're going to have a conversation tonight. But we've got, if you got a business, if you're on this webinar, chances are you're in business or you're looking to start a business, we can help. We've been doing this since 2008. And if you want to learn how to attract leads to your business, to sell your product or opportunity, maybe it's your own, publish and sell your own courses, which I know Bianca is doing right now. Maybe it's selling a coaching, whatever it is, we can help. And if you're tired of the, reaching out and the constant rejection and the go for no and the chasing, convincing, spamming, everything the company's telling you, those outdated tactics of everyone's your prospect, talk to everyone within, a 3-foot rule. There's a better way to do it. There's a better way to actually attract people who are interested in your stuff and actually have them be like, wow, Greg, thank you. Jackie Sharp, thank you. Sharon, thank you. Stacy Hall, thank you. Right? By giving them some value, by actually, there's a way to do that, to build a relationship first before you go in for the kill and try to sell and close, which works for some people sometimes. But for most people, even if you are able to do that yourself, that's a tough skill to acquire. And there's a better way to actually bring, and we talk about this all the time. My buddy Norbert struggled for years, one of my business partners here, and he was he was a little bit more introverted, very introverted, and he wasn't good at sales. He didn't like going up. He couldn't spark up a conversation with someone in the elevator and just get business cards and close people on the spot. That wasn't his core skill. He was trying to build the business the way they were telling him to build it. And it took him years to find out what we teach here. And after just constant no, rejection, pain, suffering, and building this business, he actually had someone come to him. He put on this marketing, like what we teach here. And for the first time ever, a lead called him and was like, Norbert, is this really you? and he hadn't made any money before. And it wasn't fake it till you make it. It was by doing it by publishing content in a very specific way where the person, the first lead ever, instead of him having to chase, convince, get rejected, go, getting that no, are you open? No, on to the next one, just, wind you up like a dummy, just banging your head up against the wall just until somebody bites anywhere. He actually had someone come to him and be like, Norb, is that really you? Right. And that was the blindfold, lifted from him, and the rest is, well, here we are, MLSP 14 years later, having helped develop some of the biggest leaders out there. If you're a guest tonight, we'll point you to a little link. You can take a 100% risk-free trial for $1. And if you don't get more leads for your business in the next 30 days, we'll give you the $1 back. But you can go to mlsp.com/10. I'll drop it now. mlsp.com/10 for a 100% risk-free trial. And I just bring that up real quick to just let you know that there's really nothing for sale tonight. But if you are a guest, you can join the community that's helped spawn the biggest, some legends in the profession. And more importantly, you can turn around and learn real marketing and get leads for your business, which is probably why you're here, what you're here to learn tonight. So I'm going to bring on the girl here, the gal of the evening, who has had a heck of a time recently, despite all of the amazingness with her business right now. I know that she has been in Facebook jail, and not even her fault, by using a freaking Snapchat. Is anyone else having some problems right now with Facebook and doing some crazy shit like locking you out or locking you down? Like, she is definitely having a rough time, but literally it's not the way she's marketing. It's not what she's saying. So I'm interested to hear a little bit about that. And so maybe it can help you guys avoid some of that pain. But I'm going to actually bring her out right now, and we are going to have some fun. But if you're on this webinar, this is what the promise was, guys. You are going to see tonight this gal just freaking boom. Oh, wrong one. This gal, Miss Bianca Roberts, who just joined. Hi, good.
Hi, can you hear me?
Evening. Yes, ma'am. How you doing? I was just gonna show this quick the webinar registration page. You guys know why you're here. This is the gal. And I don't know if this was kind of marketed a little bit differently. I hope it didn't confuse any of our members to think that you had to be in real estate for this. But hey, I know this is going to be a super valuable interview, and I know what you're doing is really something special. And congrats. Welcome to Wednesday. How you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. When I was like, got the information, I was like, oh, little old me. Oh my goodness.
So hi. Well, Bianca, yeah, it's we saw you caught our attention. You were doing some amazing things in your business. So before we even get into any of the business and all that things, can you give us a little bit of background on who you are and where you're coming from and the business, maybe prior to MLSP, and maybe what's going on now in your world?
Awesome. Yeah, I will. Just for everyone, I have basically, I live in Texas, not too far from Austin. I'm down in Houston, so like 2 hours from you guys.
All that. Yep.
Yep. And I got my real estate license in 2004. I'm not actively building an MLM. But I came from MLM world in about 2014. So my struggle started in 2004 when I got my license. Everyone thinks, oh, you get your real estate license, boom, you're just going to take off and be swimming in the money. And what I wanted to tell people before we get started with like the deep part of my thing, that the reason why MLSP made so much sense to me is because it's literally like real estate with in terms of a direct sales company. So when you sign up as a real estate agent, you think, I'm just going to sign up. I'm going to get with this broker and I'm going to start making money. And what happens with a lot of people, just like MLM, you sign on with an MLM, you have a product to sell. Well, as a real estate agent, you sign on as a real estate agent and you pay a fee whether you make a sale or not. It's just like MLM. You have an auto ship or something that you pay whether you make a sale or not. We all think in real estate, everyone's my customer, just like an MLM. You think everyone's my customer. Like, it's literally the same concept. When you think about leads and sales, real estate agents, they struggle with leads and sales. real estate agents, they say, all my friends and family aren't supporting me. When you get into an MLM, you say, all my friends and family aren't supporting me.
Yeah.
I tell people when they come in and they're asking me questions, I say, all you have to do if you're in real estate is strike out that word upline and just replace it with broker. It's
Mhm.
the exact same concept.
Interesting. Yeah. Very similar. And it's not based, pay on performance too, right? Like, and you're paying no matter what to keep it going.
Exactly. Just like having and every real estate agent has a replicated website that they get because they signed on with that brokerage. And every person in MLM gets a replicated website. So the winding road that led me to MLSP is I started in real estate in 2004. So I've been going on license almost 18 years.
Yeah. Wow.
And I struggled to get my business off the ground. My friends and family weren't the people that were supporting me into getting, my real estate business going. And so what I did was, as a real estate agent, sometimes you're just allowed to inactivate or just put your license on the shelf. So I did. I put my license inactive. I got my regular 9-to-5 job. I'm doing things. And by 2014, I had a job that I absolutely hated. I mean, I was mean to my kids. I was crying when I thought about going to work. And so one day I got online and I sent out a tweet and I said, can somebody please tell me how I can make money online from home? And that led me to my first MLM. What a lot of people don't know is I was not a quitter. I actually had 4 MLMs quit on me. Like they absolutely closed. And I was like, okay, God is saying, baby girl, this MLM stuff is not for you. Every time you sign up with an MLM, it closes. Like literally 4 MLMs. I went to one, then I went to the next, then the third. And I was just like, what? I joke about it now. I tell people, you don't want me to sign on with your MLM because it's probably going to close.
So just curious, because that, you hear that every now, that definitely, if you've been in the business for long enough, that usually happens at least like once in a career, not in like a period of just a few years. Was it just, they just got shut down, or they said, no, I'm good, like they closed up shop?
Well, the last one just said, we're going in a new direction. We're not going to have direct sales
MLM component. Yeah.
But the 3 before that, they just ran out of money. Like they just closed down.
Damn.
And as a matter of fact, the second one, that was the first time I made any money online. And I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And just by coincidence, once I finally made this winding road to MLSP, I later found out that some of the people that I was in business with or in the MLMs with are what I consider to be graduates of MLSP.
Oh,
I didn't even know that. Even in 2020, when I came upon MLSP and signed up, I did not know that everyone that I held in such high regard came from MLSP until I logged into the back office and I'm like, hey, I know all these people. I thought they were like the most amazing rock stars I'd ever met online. And I thought, I didn't know. I'm talking about people like, I'm just gonna drop some names: Tracy Walker, Nicole Cooper, Lawrence Tam, David Wood, people that I was like, oh, so that's why you're so cool. That's why you know all this stuff. I never knew that. 2014 to 2020, I never knew all of these people had come through this door.
Yeah.
And I thought they were the best, amazing, like when Tracy was teaching funnels and email marketing, I was just like, how does she know all this stuff?
She's a rock star. I mean, they came from a good community, Bianca, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, those are some rock stars, those guys and gals. That was like our first wave of leaders inside of MLSP back in the day, like in 2009, 2010. Pretty good stuff.
And I was blown away when I logged into the back office, which leads me to something else I wanted to point out. I remember the LMNOP. I was like, what was that thing? And so when I came to MLSP in 2020, I literally went to Google, just typed in MLSP, and it popped up on my screen, and I just signed up.
Oh, wow.
So some of the times I hear people say, well, who is my sponsor? And I'm like, you don't have a sponsor and you don't necessarily need a sponsor. You are your business. So when I hear people whining about, well, no one told me anything, and I'm like, all you do is you click the button that says start here. It's not a suggestion. Literally, you click the button that says start here. So when I was floundering for years in real estate, I took a step back from it. I was like, I'm gonna, inactivate my license. I'm gonna do whatever. And I started a bunch of little experiments online. So I would
Experiments.
for example, one of my experiments blew up into 115,000 followers on Instagram.
Ooh, that's a fun mistake.
Right. And
Yeah.
I was just, cracking jokes. I had a meme page. And I didn't want anyone to see who was behind the meme page.
Ah.
So it kind of, because in my heart of hearts, I'm an introvert, it kind of gave me a little bit of power because people didn't know who I was. And so I just kind of built this meme page.
Whoa, cool.
But I didn't have a monetization strategy behind it. It was just, I hated my job so much. That was my outlet. And people started being like, who is it? It was a game for me. It was really fun. I blew it up. Instagram, shut it down. And I have people who know that I was the person behind it. They still say to this day, could you bring it back? And I was like, nah, that thing is gone. But so I can't say I was just totally like, I don't know what a lead magnet is. I don't know when I came to MLSP, I had a lot of stuff, but what I was doing was duct taping things together and just seeing, what I could do. And then I met a guy who was in real estate, and he said, I want you to manage my social media for me. Nice. And I was like, okay, manage your social media. He started paying me to manage his social media. And he kept saying, your license is inactive. Don't you want to go back to real estate? And I was like, no, I really don't. It's all right. I'm not, gonna go back to real estate.
So what is this 2020? When is this year? Just
this would have been about 2019-ish.
Okay, so
2019. And he kept saying, I think you're so amazing. You do so great. You have so much knowledge. Because I was trying to get me trying to stay behind the scenes and manage his social media. I was trying to get him on video. I was like, if I was in real estate right now, I would be doing this and this and this. Like, I'm labeling all the stuff that I know to do. And he was like, oh, I just want to pay you. And I'm like, and so it was the weirdest position to be in, because he was calling me to go back to activating my license. And I'm on the outside looking in, like, if I was in real estate, I would take social media by storm.
Crush it. Yeah. I know exactly what to do.
Yeah. Like, I know exactly what to do. Like, you should have something that you offer to your clients. Like, and I even quizzed him. I said, on the outside, it looks like you are a listing agent. Like, that's your passion. I was directing him, telling him, you should tell people that that's your specialty in listings. And just like regular real estate agents always do, they go, well, I don't want to say that I'm specifically a listing agent.
Because that takes you out of the other, right? All the other markets and angles.
And he's like, I don't want to be that specific. So I just said, you know what? He doesn't want to do what I think he should kind of brand himself by. And so I said, he's encouraging me to get my license back. And I said, if I get my license and reactivate it, I'm going to be specific, because that's exactly what you guys teach in the back office. If you get online and you just say, I serve everyone. But real estate is just like MLM, meaning that if you just say, I serve every single person, that means I can help someone buy a commercial property. I can help someone buy land. I can help someone sell a grocery store. You cannot really specialize in all the things. And so when I logged into the back office, I was kind of floundering when I first came on, because in my mind, I kept hearing MLM. I've got to help MLM people, because that's what everybody talks about here in this community. And then Colin Yearwood shout out to Colin, said, Bianca, you came from real estate. Why don't you just talk to real estate agents? And I was like, oh yeah, duh. I guess I could, because I was already kind of navigating that path. But the problem that I had, and the reason why I was dragging my heels to reactivate my license, is because I really, in my heart of hearts, wanted to work from home full time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I really, really wanted to do. I really wanted to teach marketing, education online, and not do the thing where I have to leave my kids every weekend to go driving around showing people homes and going on listing appointments. I really, really didn't do that. So I kept pushing that guy off, saying, no, I'm not going to reactivate my license. I'm not going to reactivate my license. And then this beautiful niche dropped in my lap
Mm-hmm.
that I was like, holy crap. I can work on my business. I can still be a real estate agent, but I can do it from home exclusively. And the benefit is that I can help real estate agents who are also struggling with getting leads, getting sales. And I started sharing my philosophy of not just saying I'm a real estate agent. And when that perfect storm came together, that I had the niche that I could do from home, I had the training that MLSP teaches, my business skyrocketed. That I was promoting myself before my license was active again.
Mm-hmm.
And I used the exact same formula that you say in your trainings, Norb, everybody, be specific.
Yeah.
So the very first video I got on, I announced to TikTok what I was doing. And I said, these are the people that I want to work with. And my business exploded.
Yeah.
That was June of 2021. I'm talking about, when I say exploded, everybody across the country was like, I need you to help me get into an apartment. All states, just every single, I was like inundated with leads, to the point that I was sitting at my computer talking to people. I would barely have anything to eat. I drink some water. I would hit the button, go to the next Zoom. I was talking on average to about 55 people a week.
Holy shit. So hold on now, real quick, guys, we'll get to the funnels and what she's up to. Like, we'll show you some of the cool stuff, but how cool is this? Oh my gosh. So what if you were to say the thing that went from, guys, this is like a year, what is it? 14 months ago. Like, we're talking, this isn't like a 10-year, journey of, getting her bell rung. And yes, I knew Bianca had some experience before MLSP for sure. Like, she knew a little bit about the stuff that we teach here inside of MLSP. But guys, that's an amazing story. And Bianca, in your words, before you move on too quickly, do you think the thing that allowed you to kind of get that, Zoom back-to-back leads coming in is because of your specificity, and you clearly define, like, I'm sure everyone has heard that the riches is in the niches. You think that was like a big piece of?
That was a huge piece. So I tell people that all the time, meaning if I just said, anybody who wants to buy, this is what every real estate agent usually does. Anybody who wants to buy, sell, or lease a home, please tell them to call me. And they put their phone number everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't want people to call me, but what took me there was I heard your videos. I heard Norb's videos. And I said, when I found this particular niche, I basically said, these are the people that I want to come to me. It got to the point where when someone came to me and said, I want to buy a home, I would literally say, I don't do that. And I would refer it out to someone. That is such power.
Yeah.
Be able to say, I have so many leads in this family that I just can't take on anymore.
So cool.
And I want every other real estate agent to be like, I'm so inundated with leads, I don't know what to do. Because every single thing that MLSP's teaching is that I'm the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. But when I'm specific and I know who I'm talking to, just like Stacey Hall says,
Yeah.
You're the lighthouse. You stand here and you say, these are the people that I want to work with. So my two audiences are really real estate agents and actual, clients. And the reason that they found me is because I was specific. I said,
Mm.
I want to work with people who want apartments. That's it. No other, because most real estate agents and most general people, I mean, I don't blame you. I want all the business.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. So they get online and everyone will say, just anyone.
Yeah, let's go. Anyone and everyone, let's go, right? Everyone's your prospect.
Everyone's my prospect. If you want to buy a daycare, which is a commercial property, I'll help you.
Right.
Most real estate agents, they're like, I'll take anything. And when you're empowered enough to know this is where I'm going to stand, this is where my audience is, it's mind blowing. Because that is what you've got stamped on your forehead. Like, I'm the apartment lady.
Yeah.
That's what people know from what I've done on social media.
So
And it was
awesome.
just your framework. It just said. And so I've had a lot of real estate agents who listen to me and they say, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Some are kind of moving along and kind of going that way. Other side note, when I told Diane Hoffman how many people I was talking to, she told me that I should start charging for consultations. I was like, oh, I don't know. That whole scared, imposter syndrome. And I was like, I don't know, it might be against my license. I don't know if I can do that, blah, 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 blah. I sat with that thought for 6 months.
Mm.
My significant other was the same way. Why are you giving all these consultations for free? Because not everyone will result in a commission for me.
Sure. Yeah.
So the day it was December of 2021, I decided I'm going to change my consultations to $25. I was shaking in my boots. I was like, no one's going to pay a $25 consultation to talk to me. What am I, crazy? I've not looked back. The first person who put $25 in my Calendly, I cried. Literally, I cried. And I was like, why am I getting so emotional?
Love it. Fantastic. We're definitely going to talk about that, guys. And for guys, if you're in MLSP and you've been in the workshops, this is the exact plan that we help you. Like this, Bianca is literally laying out, the process of making money in any vertical. And I love, even with real estate, Bianca, it's like you can choose niches, and I'm sure you're teaching and coaching these realtors. Like, are you high end? Are you commercial? Are you inner city? Are you rural? Are you, are you all the things, right? Different niches there, and go and own that piece of real estate, pun intended, and be that guy or gal. Right. And I thought you were, this is cool, because I thought you were actually kind of seeding. I know the apartment stuff. I thought that was the entry to maybe people who couldn't afford the home with all the pricing and the crazy interest rates, in hopes of, in a year or two that they're going to be buyers. But you're actually giving anybody who comes to you as a buyer now away to your real estate clients.
I am, because I've just established the fact that I love making money from home. And real estate is such that, for the most part, if you weren't doing my niche, you're going to have to get in your car and drive around and spend a couple of weekends, 6 months sometimes, with someone to get them into a home.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm now being paid for like real estate coaching. I've got my course out,
which we're going to talk about. She has her own course, y'all.
I'm like, you know what? Y'all can have those buyers. I really don't. I have no interest in that. And for the longest, I was afraid to tell people that that's really what I wanted to do, is work from home exclusively. Like, if I never, I have days where I'm just like, I'm pinching myself. I'm like, I cannot believe this is my life.
Pretty good commute, right? So I'm curious, why, what was the hang up around? Because you're probably not the only one. Like, was it like shame or guilt, like being like not wanting to tell people you want to work from home, or you felt you owed, because that's not what realtors do, they're out hustling, or what was up for you?
Right. I felt like telling someone honestly that my real passion is teaching online marketing from home, most people don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Now since the pandemic, I've got a heck of a lot more people that I personally know that trying to figure out this online thing.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I've been looking at this stuff for like 8 or 9 years. And that's one of the things that is like, people think, well, what's this? What is she doing? What is this weird little
I see that. Yeah.
whatever online? And so I felt weird to tell people that that's really what my real passion is. I like real estate clients. I like working with them, but I truly do not want to go back to that life of hustling every weekend. And I made good money. I have some awards here on the
I
back
see that. I was
on
going to
the
ask you
wall.
about all that fun stuff
Um,
back there.
You know, one of my last, what I would say my last physical, like being in an office focused on real estate was in 2020. So I had like the 2019, I had one of my best sales years with real estate. I got, like I said, some awards on the back wall over there for my production. And then in 2020, when the whole world, collapsed, it was terrifying to me because January I was being celebrated as the salesperson of the month. I had 5 sales of homes that month.
Nice.
And the next thing you know, less than 60 days, all my commissions were wiped out. People that were under contract had lost their jobs.
Yeah.
And I said,
Bummer. Jesus.
what the heck am I going to do now? And so everything that I've gone through up till now just lets me know that that was for me.
Yeah.
All those MLMs closing down, all
Yeah.
my commissions getting wiped out to make me land in this spot. Like, I'm forever grateful. Every day I wake up, I'm like, I cannot believe this is my life.
What a cool perspective, guys, where chaos, commissions gone, money that was almost to the bank wiped away, MLMs that dropped, and to look at that and be like, yo, that was the path. It was all happening in her words, for her. And like to have that be the blessing to land her right here. And how do you feel about sharing what you do now?
Hey, ask whatever.
I mean, like being when we talk, maybe a year prior, 2 years prior, it feels weird about it. But how do you feel? How proud of you are about having learned skills from home to create money, to be with your kids and your significant from home?
I mean, I'm proud now. Like, I used to be really, weirded out. So when I started selling my course and the sales started coming in, my dad was like,
Yeah.
wait, what is she doing? Now he kind of is sending me like articles of people who started making YouTube videos and they're making
Nice.
$1.6 million a year. I'm like, Dad, I'm getting there, I promise. And so he's into now sending me, links and things, because again, no one in my family was ever really negative because I've been doing a lot of stuff online for many years. But it's that thing where they're outside, they're like, we don't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
We see her doing something. And so when the perfect storm came together to kind of merge the fact that I've had my real estate license so long and I'm being able to help other people with their marketing and do it from home, I was like, I called my sister and I cried on the phone. I guess it's because I'm over 40 now. I cry at everything. But I told her everything that I have been through was just to get me here.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys helped set me free because you all gave me the audacity to think that I could do it. If Colin hadn't said focus on real estate agents, if Diane hadn't said charge for client consultations, I am constantly following the next right step for me.
Nice.
I'm not one of those people who sits there forever, and people might not think it, but I really am an introvert in my heart of hearts. And I could use that excuse for years. Oh, I can't make a video because I'm an introvert. And I'm like, I'm not letting these things be excuses anymore. Just like I said, you click on the start button when you come into MLSP, literally just click the start button. When you say pause the video and go do this thing, I would pause the video and
like following
go do that thing.
Go figure, guys. Right? She didn't like, not that she didn't have, her look and see, does this feel good? Should I go do this? Assuming that she just did it. She just said, hey, when we say pause, go take this action. Boom. She did. In spite of like her maybe being introverted, which by the way, you would never, guys, who would ever guess this gal was introverted just from communication, like on this? And I've seen some of her stuff. You would never guess it. So if you are using introvert, we'll talk about mindset towards the end. Are you cool if we shift to like marketing a little bit? I just looked at the clock. I can't believe I could sit here, and this is like our first real communication, like one-on-one. So I'm excited to learn about you, and just your story is amazing, guys. Freaking inspiring. Are you cool? Can I just pull up? I got some of your funnels up. Are you cool if we show and maybe talk about your course a little bit as well and what you're doing there and all the things?
Love the Business Center.
Right.
I'm Anthony Techie Tony's favorite person.
Techie Tony. All right, guys. So, and we'll talk about the content you publish, but let's show the first two funnels for your specific business. Actually, let's go to the apartment locator first. So here it is, guys. Have you made any changes since you sent this to me?
No, I haven't made any changes. You
Cool.
all give me some good feedback on the top, and I kind of put in, as soon as y'all give me feedback, I change stuff and tweak or whatever.
Yeah, love it. Here we are, guys. So this is, and she's got, correct me if I'm wrong, like essentially two front end funnels that are running traffic for you. Right. Where all your TikToks, your stories, your reels, your Instagrams, Facebooks are basically leading to these giveaways, these two giveaways, correct?
That's correct.
All right. So here we are, guys. Beautiful, lovely, smiling image. Bianca Roberts here, as branded herself, brand you. It's 101. It's step one in the start here. Bianca has mentioned 3 or 4 times. Attention real estate agents, right? Interested in a career as an apartment locator. And then she's got a video, which we actually don't so much, she's high touch. She's good on video. If you're brand new, we don't necessarily recommend that in the beginning, but she's doing more social media networking. She's very good. She knows her knowledge, her subject matter. She's what we consider, a subject matter expert. And she's given away, guys, a free little apartment locating guide. I mean, this is her capture page. This is how she is capturing information. Like she said, she is niched down. And for many, I don't know if this is, Bianca, would you say even realtors know that an apartment locator is like a thing?
A lot of them don't.
Yeah.
Which is why I hang out in groups and I give value, and they go check me out, and then they go click on this, and they're like, there are a handful of people, of real estate agents, that know what it is. And so in that little video, I just give a little bit of info about it and how I started. In like 45 days, I had my first commission check. Typically, real estate agents will start, and it can be 6 months to a year before they get their first commission check.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a different niche that does not take away. You don't have to, I don't go out and show people apartments. It's a very specialized niche that a lot of people, they just don't know about. And so when I saw it, I immediately was like, this is amazing.
Perfect.
And it's easy for me to market, because I know the frustrations of a new real estate agent. I know what it feels like to be just, I don't know where my next lead is going to come from. I don't know where I'm going to get my commission from. Like, me being able to talk to a real estate agent is just, it rolls off my tongue, because that is who I am. Even though I was kind of like not sure there for a while who I wanted to be there online or, whatnot. And I thought, who's going to listen to me? And then I'm like, girl, you're tripping. You sold millions of dollars in real estate. Yeah. Why do you think no one's going to listen to you? And I know you said we're going to talk about mindset later, but I listen to your money magnet meditation.
Oh, awesome.
I log into the funnel trainings. I do the stuff that you're supposed to do if you really want to do this. It's not my little toe is just in, I'm thinking, oh, maybe. I do. I mean, can I say I meditate every single day? I log into every single wake up call? No. But I keep logging in. And it's always so funny to me when I log in one day, something's going wrong, and I'm like, screw this. I hear one of your wake up calls, or I hear Kim Ward or somebody, and I'm like, oh, I needed to be on this call today, right now at this moment, because they're talking to me.
Love it.
Sounds so cheesy, but it
No, we're gonna talk. We're definitely gonna be
Yeah.
rolling into some mindset stuff because, guys, I mean, that's a real fear. Bianca was very successful as a real estate agent, and even that, with that, she came to the table like, who's gonna listen to me? Who's gonna, this and that, and she came to the table with some success in this area of impact. So we're gonna play with that a little bit, but with this funnel here, so here's, guys, it's exact. I mean, she took, I think she may or may not have taken a template. Did you use one of our templates for this, or did you build your own guide from scratch?
I built my own guide from scratch, but the
Cool.
funnel,
Yeah, looks familiar.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. So she's giving away a little apartment guide that is educating realtors on how they can start making money as an apartment locator. And tell me, can you talk to us about, and there isn't, guys, we could spend some time on like the rest of this page, but it's, here she's still giving away a free complimentary consultation, and she's selling them on what they're going to get in the guide right there. And this is the capture page, right? And on the next page, my guess is that she's saying hello and sending them to her calendar, and she's booking Zoom calls with, red hot clients, right? So very simple process. Bianca, can you talk to us a little bit about how you're getting leads here? And my guess is you're giving tips to realtors, real estate agents on how to do this or that, but can you give us some color into how you're promoting this nice little lead magnet?
Well, the way I promote it is basically I make YouTube videos.
YouTube in the house.
And, I have a form when someone comes to me and I ask them like where they found me, because as a marketer, you need to know where your traffic is coming from. Even though you can do all the little clicks and the, extensions on the end, but when they scheduled the appointment with me, I asked them, where did you hear about me? And for the real estate agent side, 99.9% of them say, I saw you on YouTube. And I'm giving value. I'm talking about what it is to be a real estate agent and how it sucks to not get leads. I talk about apartment locating. I give the goods on YouTube.
Cool. So like anything, you've chosen your niche, your audience, and you're just giving them tips, in your words, how it sucks to be a real estate agent and how to get leads, and just tips and trainings and strategies that realtors, real estate agents would find valuable.
Right. And because a lot of real estate agents spend money on buying leads.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They pay their broker for leads. I've paid people for leads before, back in the day, MLM, real estate, otherwise. And it's like when you call people who didn't know that you were going to call them, they're like, what is this?
Who is this? Right? Click. Do
Right.
not call.
So I preach on my channel how this can be done organically in the beginning.
Cool.
I haven't paid for any paid ads or anything at this point.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
I literally say, here's my capture page. They go and click on it. Just a little bit of a side note here. I wanted to tell you, because I'm greedy with leads, one day, because of my niche, and I talk about, people who have issues getting approved to get an apartment. So one day I just decided to take one of the funnels that was for credit repair, even though I didn't have a credit repair product. I just put it out there on one of my, links that you can click on. And I just wanted to see. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to say I have a free credit repair download. I just want to put it in my link tree just to see what happens. I had 14 leads that came through because of the niche and what I do. And I was like, holy crap, let me take this down, because I don't want people thinking I'm going to reach out to them for a credit repair product. And I said, you know what, Bianca, you're being greedy now. You're just playing around. So stop it. But it was a cool experiment. I just put up, and because of the traffic, because of eyeballs who see my stuff, because of my, what I consider first viral video on TikTok, eyeballs are just coming, and they have the opportunity to pick the, apartment locating guide if they want to.
Dang, you could still use that, guys. Credit's a big, especially in homes and real estate and apartments and getting, loans for homes and cars. Like that's a pretty cool, unique way to do that. That's awesome. So how often are you publishing? You mentioned TikTok. How often are you publishing big pillar videos and or shorts over on YouTube? And how active are you on TikTok?
I am, believe it or not, I should probably be a heck of a lot more active on TikTok. I just recently decided that I was going to post more than twice a week. What
Oh,
I
okay.
do, I'm going to admit this publicly in front of everybody, is what I do is I put out content that I know is going to really take off. And then I coast and let my lead bucket fill up.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. I know you just piqued everyone's curiosity. What is content that you know is going to take off?
Well, for example, like I don't know within a 100% shadow of a doubt, oh, this
Uh-huh.
particular thing is going to take off. But I post things that I know my audience would find helpful. Those two audiences, real estate agents and people who want apartments.
Mm,
Typically, I'll use my sense of humor and or just educational. So the last video that I put up that I just knew it in my bones because I just knew it before I posted it. I got over 285,000 views on it. I think it was shared
damn.
probably, I don't remember the numbers, I had them earlier, but anyway, I knew that video is going to take off. So I consider like the bad marketer because I fill my bucket up with videos that I know were going to bring me a bunch of leads. And then I kind of coast for a little bit. And I'm telling myself in front of everyone, I'm going to be a little bit more consistent. So I don't just I'm like, oh, got another 100 leads. You know what I mean? Like I do that. It's almost like a video game to me now because I'm like, well, what other video can I put up that I know it's going to do a bunch of numbers? I routinely, not all of the time,
Mhm.
have videos that, have 250, 300,000 views. And then
That's
I go
awesome.
take a nap.
Honestly, I love the drive, the hustle, consistency thing. But honestly, guys, I just think like there's no shame in like if hell, if that's the business Bianca wants to be able to throw up two videos a week and know her deal and whether it's education or more humor and know that she's going to get this viral thing. Like, does she need to be consistent? If she wants to hit a certain level, yes. But if she's happy with what she's, doing in time with family and her pipeline is full, what the fuck, that's okay too. It depending on what you want. I'm not saying just for everyone listening, like that's that's not a bad thing. We need to get away from shaming. I'm not saying you're doing that, but I
Right.
see this, I hear it, and I see people get so frustrated, especially new clients come to MLSP and they hear Gary Vee say they've got to post 4 times on a dozen platforms, and he doesn't talk about the 7-figure payroll he has to get the team to actually do all that for him. And then our guys are like, they're running ragged and they're not where they need to be because they hear that. And I love Gary, by the way, but I'm just saying, guys, it's a good, what she's doing, and the fact she wants to be consistent, that's a beautiful thing too. But I'm just saying that's a pretty good deal too, like what she's built right now. Right.
I mean,
Anyway.
when I crossed over 900 leads in my back office, I was like, holy crap, this like, I still keep going.
Yeah.
But I do I borrow from Kim Ward. She has a little bubbles. And
Yeah.
I'll put bubbles for what I want to accomplish for the month. And I don't beat myself up. If I put 3 little bubbles and I fill in those 3 bubbles to complete my 3 YouTube videos for the month, then I fill those in. I put up my little bubbles on the wall for reels and I'll fill those in. Instead of constantly being like, it's Tuesday, you didn't do a reel today. I just have them in sections of what I want to accomplish for the month. So that way, if it's a Wednesday and my daughter calls me and goes, Mom, I need XYZ, and I go hang out with my daughter instead of making that reel, the bubble is still on the wall. I will still do it. It's just not, I didn't do it today at 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. I give myself a little bit of leeway because I know what's coming. When I make a video that I'm like, okay, I know this one's gonna really do some stuff.
Clear out some time. You're ready to get on the Zooms.
I get that, and then the leads start coming in, the bucket starts filling back up again. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta work a lot this week.
Yeah. That's cool. Awesome. Is there anything I want to show the other funnel because it's guys take a screenshot, whether you actually take one or just in your brain. The other funnel is eerily similar, but anything else you want to talk about with this or the journey when someone opts in and how you handle any of the pieces with the consult or anything?
Well, basically the consult, I love those. I absolutely love them. And I talked to a lot of people and they're just like, I just really wanted to talk to you because I saw your information.
That's
The
awesome.
trickle down from this was with the company that I have my license with as my brokerage. Started getting a whole lot of people applying to be apartment locators with their company because I mentioned their name one time in one video 14 months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time someone applies, they say, I saw this lady on YouTube, and they
That's
say,
cool.
Bianca. And they're like, yeah, Bianca. So because of that,
Yeah.
he asked me if I would be okay to speaking to people on the company's behalf and
Wow.
getting a bonus if they sign on with our company.
Very cool.
Now we're so flooded with applications. He's like, I can't take any more applications. Just turn off whatever you turned on. I'm like, I didn't actively tell people, hey, come apply for my brokerage.
Right.
I just mentioned their name.
That's pretty cool. And that's content. That's a beauty thing. One thing with YouTube that Facebook isn't going to give you, and don't get off Facebook. That's not what I'm saying. YouTube is like the content's always, people are still finding her, 14 months later. On Facebook, that content is gone in like a week, never to be seen again. And YouTube's got that longevity vibe, which will pay you forever, which is very cool.
And he also asked me to be the social media trainer now.
Damn. You
So
see what doors open up when you get good, guys? That's so cool. And I noticed here, Bianca, and that's cool. Not that, guys, if she wanted to, she could get a client and run their social media if she wanted to, if time allowed, if that made sense financially for her. It certainly hits a couple of the boxes. She gets to stay from home, doesn't have to travel, to show properties all day long, and she gets to do what she's very good at. But I noticed this is free. Is the $25 deal later or in a different, how are you doing that piece?
Well, it's in a different way. So
Okay.
I have on my website, if someone directly just goes right to my website and they want to book, I've had people book who are real estate agents and pay a small consultation fee.
Okay, cool. So, but through the funnels that you are driving people to, it's free right now.
Right.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Right on. If you are good, I am going to show the other one. You cool?
Cool. I'm good.
Guys, X in the chat for Bianca. Y'all getting value from this? Even if you're not selling homes or apartment locating things, are y'all seeing the power of this? Looks quite similar, does it not, guys? And here she's taking her skills and bringing them to the market for specifically real estate agents to get more leads. It's it's actually the exact same image. She changed it up, the copy ever so slightly. She's got her free consult, her complimentary consult, and we don't like calling them free, but boom, she's doing her thing. This is for current real estate agents who are tired of buying leads, running out of leads, need, more listings or whatever that case may be for real estate agents. She's got a very different angle, but how eerily similar. Talk to us about this one, Bianca.
Man, I was like trying to make sure that the audience that I serve, I can actually say, look, because I feel like I treat my business like I'm the guinea pig. Like, hey, I'm approaching 1,500 leads from something that technically has just been up on even though I've been around 14, 15, 16 months, it's not, these things weren't even up right away. I would say, maybe a year-ish on not even this one. This was brand new with the business center, but I had something similar with the custom lead gen funnels before.
I remember you dropping that in some.
Yeah, but I just took the framework that you guys teach, which is attraction marketing, and I said I can help real estate agents get leads just like I can help people get into an apartment. So those two audiences, the reason why they're so similar is because it's the same concept.
Mhm.
What do real estate agents complain about? They say we don't have leads. Nobody is getting in my car. I don't have leads. And I'm like thinking, I have the cheat code. I'm giving away leads. I'm like, I have so many leads I don't know what to do with. And you guys are complaining about I don't have leads. All businesses need leads and sales. It doesn't matter if it's MLM. It doesn't matter what it is. You're not going to stay in business if you do not have leads, if you do not know how to get leads. Sure, you can fork over your hard-earned money and give them to all of these platforms and pay to play. But the framework that you guys teach, which I love, is start with generating the leads organically first, and then we can get to the paid stuff.
Yeah.
That's the trajectory. And it makes so much sense because if you cannot generate a lead without spending money on it first, then why would you jump to giving all this money away when you don't even know, like you don't have the foundation laid yet?
Yeah. What you just nailed, guys, the free, the ability, the way Bianca's doing this for free, and she obviously can be ready for ads whenever she wants to, but she's getting good at communicating. And she, again, I had some skills, but that you just nailed a huge reason why we know systems and people who point, they say ads is it, and they get new people spending good money for ads and they're getting leads and they have no idea what they're doing. They're just new. They don't even have like their chops going. It's much safer, and more cost effective to do it organically when you follow what we teach here at MLSP, because you will get leads and you can test, you can get good before you start spending money. And if you have money to burn, we'll help you set that up, if you want to do ads too. But it's much more for a newer person, or, got a job, money's tight, looking for a plan B because they need to, they want to relieve some financial stress. What Bianca just said is why we teach what we teach in the order we do it. So cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I love it. Like I say, even though I'm real estate and even though I was fighting against this in the beginning, like, am I supposed to be, helping MLM people?
Mm-hmm.
When the light bulb went off, when Colin said, Bianca, just talk to real estate agents, my whole, everything tilted. It was like, duh. And I just took off from there because I think that is a key issue that a lot of people have when they get started. They're like, I don't know who I want to talk to.
Yeah.
I don't know who my audience is. And a lot of people struggle until they get it. And then that's the beautiful thing. When you get it, you really get it. When somebody sends a message on one of my YouTube videos and says, it's like you're in my head.
Yeah.
I'm in your head because I am you. I know what you struggle with. And once you get that piece, it's like, oh, ding, ding, ding. I don't have to have an MLM. I mean, I could incorporate an MLM. I should be the poster child for anti-MLM since I've had 4 of them close on me. But I'm not. I have people who want to woo me into MLM. This is what people don't get is I'm Bianca Roberts Incorporated. The business is not the thing that I want to sell. Just like real estate agents, they're always trying to push a picture of a property and say, get this property. I flipped it on its head and I say, I want people to say, I want to hire Bianca. I don't want to call you just because I saw you post up a property that's $1,500 a month. And when you get that concept, your whole world will change. I'm the business.
Hell yes. Guys, X in the chat if you're feeling that. That should resonate. That should hit home because that is what it is. I mean, that's the only thing that's going to make Bianca unique. Well, she actually does have a pretty unique, apartment locating that's very unique in itself, but she is going to stand out there because there's only one her. She's the business, right? Period. That list she's building through these awesome funnels. And gosh, is there anything you wanted to say about like, this is same deal, guys. And she's selling the blue, her own giveaway, right? I mean,
Right.
these are sexy freaking bullets, right? Discover the social media secrets that help me explode my real estate business in under 60 days. Get the attraction marketing secret I used to get 6,000 TikTok followers. Uncover the number one thing to get leads from social while you sleep. Specifically for social media. My guess is that this content is it's probably stuff that we have in all of our generic stuff. It's the same content, but shifted for what Bianca's, her audience, which is freaking awesome. Anything different between the way you promote this or the way you handle these leads? Or, I mean, this is just cool and creative. So cool.
They get added to my list. I send them, follow-up emails. I've mentioned Diane Hockman telling me I should charge. I've
Yes, ma'am.
dived in that Diane Hockman's email marketing. I'm getting more and more consistent with that. My voice, like I really just try to lay out the framework of this is what I'm doing. And when someone says, how do you know all this? Or where did you get that funnel from? Or whatever, I take it back to the fact that every real estate agent gets the same replicated website.
Yeah.
So if I was promoting online to go to BiancaRoberts.com and it was just a replicated website that every agent has, I have found that typically those are not for lead generation. Those are just for people to go and view properties. But again, my solution is me. I don't want you going to look at properties. And in my niche, they don't need me to go, they can go to realtor.com, they can go to apartments.com. They don't need me to show them properties on some generic website that every agent has. It's the same concept with MLM. If you funnel people to a replicated website, that funnel or that replicated website is not for leads. It's just to show, hey, I'm in business doing this thing. And so that's what I took from you guys. I was like, I'm giving away value. I'm giving them something up front. I'm not saying, hey, buy MLSP right away. Even though MLSP is my tool, I use it all the things, everything in the office. But I want people to know that it's, again, you are the business. So I'm the business is You Incorporated, and anything I have underneath that is just on the menu of things that you can get from me. You can buy a course from me. You can hire me to be your coach. If you ask me what funnel system I use, I'll tell you it's MLSP. What is my autoresponder? It's Aweber. I'm the top. And everything I have underneath, I just need to talk to you first to see what it is you need from me, what it is you want from me. That's why I love these consultation funnels, because I talk to a couple of people a week and they're just like, okay. And then I have a follow-up email that goes out to them to remind them, hey, I got this going on. I got this course. I'm your coach, whatever you want. Just pick from the menu.
Yep. Guys, oh my gosh, this is the front door. This is Bianca's front door that she is literally bringing qualified real estate agents towards, and she's doing it through TikTok and YouTube. And it's, I don't know, Bianca, anything you want to say about the content? I mean, it's out, you kind of answered it with the previous funnel as well, as far as publishing tips, trainings, education, humor for real estate agents. Anything you want to mention about how you're driving traffic here?
It's the same thing. I drive traffic using TikTok, using YouTube, using Facebook when I'm not shut out of Facebook.
Yep.
Like in the framework, in the background, you say, I say you. When I say you, I just mean, all of MLSP says that you can go into groups. I'm a member of a bunch of groups with real estate agents, and I give them value. That when they're posting in the thing, what are they complaining about? They're complaining about leads. Hey, does anybody know where I can get leads from? Does anyone know where I can get some cheap leads or free leads? How do I get leads from social media? And I just come in there as nice as I want to be. I answer questions in Facebook. So that drives traffic when I'm in groups and I'm not locked out of Facebook.
Yeah.
YouTube videos that I produce, they make comments on my videos. They fall down what I call the internet rabbit hole, and they pick up my breadcrumbs, which are everywhere. My breadcrumbs are on Instagram. My breadcrumbs are on Twitter. I don't want people to think that you have to be everywhere, but I was everywhere before. I'm still kind of making myself be a little bit not every single place or whatever. But one of the best things about being locked out of Facebook is I could use that as an example to say to my list, hey guys, I'm in Facebook jail, which was for the first time it was for using a TikTok filter. It popped up and said, this is inappropriate content. And then the second time I was using just a regular posting a story on Facebook, and I got the same type of message. So it makes me think that maybe my account is hacked.
And now your account is just kind of flat. So guys, that was for a Snapchat. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. She didn't do anything stupid, like silly. I think she said it like pornographic. What was something crazy?
Yeah, it came up like 3 seconds after I posted. It flashed up on the screen and said, this is inappropriate pornographic content or whatever. And I'm like, and I'm just,
What?
I'm inviting people to the Wednesday webinar.
What?
I didn't spam anyone. I didn't message anyone. I haven't done too many Facebook friend requests. Like, I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah.
And so I've just kind of resigned myself. Anthony Detry, one of my good MLSP buddies, he has the same thing. He's thinking, he posted a story and it had some arrows in it, and he got a message, and now he's in jail for 29 days. So
crazy. Sorry, Anthony. Damn.
Maybe Facebook is hacked and they're not telling us they're hacked yet. It'll come out in the news. Well, I don't know.
Crazy.
But I have a good attitude about it. I said, you know what? On to the next. I can't do anything about it. That's when I really know you're on to something, when everything starts getting crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And guys, I mean, she's got other platforms going, right? YouTube, TikTok, email list. This is also why you do want to have some other assets going. But I just wanted, guys, as we I got a couple more questions for you, but I definitely want to, she's mentioned this so often, guys. She knows her clients. She knows her audience. She knows the pain. She knows their nightmares, dreams, what the challenges, problems, the things that keep them up at night. And she's just speaking their language, right? She's mentioned that this is like the number one problem a handful of times. It's in the headline of both. She's talking about it. I know she's given tips. She's already said in the videos and what she publishes, like, she's speaking their language and then getting them over to this front door into a free giveaway where she gets to connect with them on a console. And then I love her words, see what's on the menu, right? Based on where they're at, where they want to go. She's got options that she can give them to solve. And of course, by giving them options and value, she's getting paid. Right?
Because a lot of people will come in the front door of MLSP and they're like, I'm so confused. I don't know. Am I supposed to be selling MLSP? And it, to me, I understand that in the beginning, but all you all are teaching, the very basic fundamentals, is that I am my business.
Yeah.
You may want to sell that weight loss shake, and you may want to sell those essential oils and all of that stuff. But if you quiet your mind and you really listen to what is being told, all you're teaching is that it's you incorporated. I'm my business. And if I decide that I wanted to sell a weight loss shake, I can incorporate that behind the scenes. I'm not making, videos saying, buy my shake. And I could incorporate that, and it would be another thing that's on the menu. I don't want people to think they have to have a bunch of stuff, like 5, 6, 7 things. Yeah. But if you realize at the core, you are the business. It's not what you're selling. It's not that house. It's not that commercial building. It's not that shake. It's not. You are the business. All you are basically daring us to do is to get out there and figure out our audience, of course, and put out stuff. Like I said, with Stacey Hogg, be the lighthouse. I sit here, I say what I say, and then the people come to me.
That you remind me of a quote I learned a long time ago, and we talk about it as well. Like, guys, it's not, people don't fall, we should not be falling in love with our products and services. We should be falling in love with our customers. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that was Jay Abraham. Guys, that is the business, and it's built around you. Bianca is a perfect example of what we teach and why and how and all the things. Bianca, how are you doing your course? I'm just curious. And congrats. Tell us a little bit about what that is. Like, is that like, what is the title? What are you doing? What's the price? I know you're already getting sales on that, and that's all in the business center as well.
Yes, it's in the business center. It's called Locator Boss.
Woo, woo.
It's $497. I started out at an introductory price of $297.
Very cool.
And I started marketing to my list. Some of the people who are on my list from getting the guide, some people from YouTube. Like, I haven't started the paid ads thing yet, and I haven't even started webinars, which is on the list next.
Oh man, there's so much ahead of you. So exciting. Oh
yeah,
my
like,
gosh.
I haven't even started webinars. I got my first sale and my second sale and my third sale. I was like, holy crap. Like, again, I keep talking about the MLSP framework, but it really will set you free. Because to be able to send out an email and say, I have a course, I'm teaching you how to be an apartment locator, the ins and outs of it, if you'd like to know that, and just pop sales. You know, I feel like, I mean, I made a sale yesterday, yesterday, the day before yesterday. Anyway, the reason why is because I just basically said, hey guys, I'm out of Facebook jail, which I was a couple of days ago. And to celebrate being out of Facebook jail, I'm going to take a little bit of money off of my course, and I got a sale.
So,
if I was not, convinced that what I have is the cookie, like I really do have the solution, I would probably be a little bit hesitant of, I don't want to send that many emails. I don't want to bother them. That whole thing that can go through your mind.
totally.
But I'm like, the framework of what you guys teach, the email marketing, and how Diane even said one time that you should use your powers for good and not evil. Like, the things that I sat and absorbed, and I still absorb, all of this is to benefit my audience. When I when I go into a Facebook group and I read or see a real estate agent complaining about leads and how they're going to give up on the business, it really lights me up. Meaning, like, I want to just take their hand and be like, I can help you. I promise. Like, it gets better. Like, you really can do this. Because again, all businesses need leads and sales. And if you don't know how to get the leads, you will feel lost. You'll feel like, I don't know what to do. And real estate is very expensive. To maintain a license, to continue with your continuing education, to sign on with the broker, to buy signs, to all of the things. And most real estate agents, when they're first starting out, they have to keep their job. The job pays for the real estate stuff. And if you're paying for leads, you're paying for all this marketing, you're paying for a monthly whatever, and you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, you will give up. You're like, I don't know why I'm dumping all this money into it. It's the same concept with MLM. People are like, I just want to sell my product. But if you can get out of the mode of, I just want to sell my product, and figure out who are the people that I want to be in my world, who's the people that I want to be orbiting around me, and realize that it's in your hands. You have the opportunity to say, these are the people that I want to work with. You put out the content. When my course sales, I heavily rely on my list. I made announcements on YouTube and Facebook. Erin Birch reviewed my Facebook page a while back and was like, she's clicking around. I know Erin Birch probably never heard or seen me in her life. And so her and Bob did a tag team evaluation of my page, and was like, yeah, she looks like a rock star. And I'm a whole time like shaking in my boots before I published my course. I knew I wanted to publish a course, and I just went for it. I was like, I've wanted to publish a course for years, but I didn't know what that course was going to be.
And you with this course, guys, my guess is that she took a lot of time to, record properly and all the things, like, because she said she hasn't done webinars yet. Bianca, you're going to start to do webinars and you're going to create clips from webinars, like whether you're bouncing around groups or you're showing them real estate agent has how to get leads. These little clips, the things as you do webinars, maybe you do them for free or start charging for them, you're going to be able to whip those courses up into mini courses and monetize all day long. You don't need to be $497, which is an awesome price point. That's like more of a signature course. That's amazing. But there's going to be a lot of doors that really start to open up as you do more live webinars, you capture recordings of you doing things like this. And this is going to be so fun to watch you explode and acquire more customers and move them up through your coaching, group coaching, hike, whatever you're doing, with that. It's just a beautiful thing.
And I built a Facebook group. I didn't mention that. I built a Facebook group shortly after I got started, marketing this niche, and just started asking people, do you want to be in my Facebook group? And all I mentioned on YouTube is, hey, click the link below. I mean, I'm not the best with my CTAs. I'm getting better. My call to action, for those who are new, that's what CTA stands for. Yes, I'm getting better with those because I'm not always really like super polished, but I just go for it. Like I'm a blue personality. And if I'm having fun, then I'm just doing the thing. I'm not like, analyzing every single thing. Do I make mistakes? Do I probably drive Anthony and Jim crazy? Because I'm like, this isn't working right. Well, I thought I did such and such. And I just know that everything is figure outable. Everything is fixable. Cool. I started every once in a while, my TikToks take off. I've gotten a couple of hate comments and I'm like, bring it on, baby. Because when you start getting the hate comments, we're really on to something.
You're putting some fire out there. That's awesome. Bianca, oh my gosh. How inspiring is this, guys? Bianca, I want to end it with some mindset talk and just how do you said just in the last like 2 minutes, you just do it, just get out there and you just did it. And how, if someone's on the other side of this, if they're just getting started, haven't made these beautiful funnels, which by the way, guys, all of this is available in your back office in the business center. If you haven't, like, she went in and modified and customized this, and obviously she knows her audience. But this is available to you too, if you're on this call, and you can use it for whatever you want. How did you get over the fear to finally put yourself out there and be like, step into you as that CEO and you taking that leadership role? And not just in this funnel stuff, but in your publishing, more like in your videos and being you and being comfortable in your skin in that position. Because that's a big leap for many people when they come online, especially more introverts who, you're doing video. That's like the scariest thing.
Yes.
You're doing it all the time.
Super scary. I think the reason why I just pressed forward was because all my previous experiments, I use the excuse that I'm an introvert. And when that 115,000 followers on Instagram was taken away from me, and I just felt like God was saying, you keep trying to hide, because that was an anonymous page. It became a game to me. Every 90 days, people were like, could you please just show us who you are? And I'd post a little picture, like wave, and then I'd say, this will self-destruct, and I would delete it after a certain number of hours. I took that to me, that was my last thing that should have made me be like, I'm closing this damn laptop, I'm out of here. And I reflected on it and I said, maybe the reason why everything that you're trying to do anonymously keeps getting taken away from you is because you're not willing to step into the person that you need to be. Every time something closes, I look back on it and I thought to myself, that was a cool experiment. It was fun for me, but I was still trying to hide. I didn't want people to see who I was. I didn't want to get on video. I didn't want to say anything. And then when it was ripped out from underneath me, I hadn't really built a list at that time. I really was not sure. I dove into that experiment. Instead of looking back on it being like, man, that was stupid or whatever. I don't even, to be honest with you, still remember exactly why it was taken away, but it was 115,000 followers. That kind of punched me in the gut.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah.
And I left social media, left real estate. I left all this for a little while after that happened. And there are people, I literally said, Bianca, the reason that happened is because you're trying to hide. As soon as I came out of the shadows and I spoke and got on video, it just kept getting better and better. I remember there's a lady, she was in one of my free Facebook groups. When I first started and I still wasn't really kind of sure who my audience was, I just had this generic Facebook group, just anybody could join if you wanted to learn marketing. And I remember her saying to me, Bianca, I never would have known what your voice sounded like. I've been following you. There's a lot of people out there and like my, what I call my day ones that kind of been watching my evolution. Cause again, I've done a whole lot of experimenting online.
Mm-hmm.
And when she told me, I never would have known what your voice sounded like. You sound pretty cool. I thought to myself, you never heard my voice until I started doing video, because I was content first to hide behind the shadows. And then I kind of edged out a little bit and started posting up pictures and witty little funny little captions and stuff. But it wasn't until I got on video and started making video. And it's like you build your confidence. Again, I could stand behind being an introvert all day. That's a great excuse. I'm an introvert. If there's a party or something going on, I'm usually the most quiet person. I'm the one in the corner. Who's the quiet girl? Now, if you come sit down next to me, I probably will talk your ear off and we'll become best friends. But I'm not the loudest one in the room. I use my sense of humor as like my superpower. I turn it on and turn it off. Sometimes I'm really, really feeling it. And I just act goofy on TikTok and wherever. I'm not putting on a show. I'm just being myself. I just told myself, if that thing got taken away from you and you were anonymous, why don't you just get out there? I listened to the meditations. You know, it sounds so woo-woo, but it really is true. It's like you get the audacity to say, why can't I do this?
Oh, I love that. Right.
And it's real. Like you close your, like I listened to your money mindset. That was one of my favorite ones. I listen to that all the time. I listen to other meditations. It's like when you really sit down and say, okay, well, what do I really want? I'm not serving anyone by hiding in the shadows. You know, if I never said anything, if I never got on video, I never let anyone know that, you know, I can help you with these things, I wouldn't have people coming to me asking me to help them. I wouldn't have one of my students in my course. She made her own little mini course and made like $200 from it. So it's a trickle down effect. It's not, it's selfish of you to hide.
Yeah.
And it's scary and your palms will sweat and your heart will beat fast. But once you get that one out of the way, and then you do the second one and then the third one, and it's like all along I could be doing this. I had a lot of I'm in a lot of Facebook groups that are for real estate agents. And a while back, I saw a lot of real estate agents asking, well, who can I get to help me with my marketing, my social media marketing? And I kept seeing them mention this lady's name. And I thought to myself, man, it would be kind of cool if people started saying Bianca and started mentioning my name. And then the lady who everyone keeps talking about or had been talking about, she sent me a friend request. I have a course. I have someone that's similar who has a course that's kind of similar to mine. That guy requested to be in my Facebook group. So I'm making waves.
Hell yeah.
Because I am forcing myself to not give the excuse that I can't make a video because I'm an introvert. That's a first world problem. I can't make a video. Come on.
Come on now. What a tragedy had she kept buying into that limiting belief of I'm an introvert, so I'm not going to get out there or I'm going to keep hiding behind the shadows, behind these, meme groups or whatever, not actually stepping up into the amazing Bianca Roberts. What a tragedy, guys. And she's just getting started. Like, this is like very new, like this piece of it, right, is like still really exciting. So,
I
man,
just released my course in April. It's like fresh, brand new. And I'm just, like you said, I'm just getting started.
I love it. Bianca, you're a freaking inspiration, man. And thank you for sharing your story. That was very cool.
Thank you.
I didn't know you had all the downs in network marketing, and now here you are in real estate, just doing your thing. And I think you have something here. I know there are a lot of realtors out there, real estate agents, but you definitely have you got something, I think you might, depending on how big you want to go with this, you could do some really neat stuff.
And MLMers, y'all are my people too. I promise. I was taking my kids on the weekends through the mall, talking to people back when I had this discount code company or whatever. They shut down. I was doing that. I was putting flyers on cars. I was like, this is a discount program. Anyone should want this.
That's what they tell us. Yeah.
I putting flyers on people's doors. Just like, I remember that.
Were you chased by cops too?
I wasn't chased by cops, but I did have a couple of hotel meetings where nobody showed up.
Okay. Yeah. Throwback.
But again, sometimes it's just redirection.
Yeah.
Whoever would have known that I would have I must pick really bad MLMs. Like I said, I joke with people who are trying to get me in their MLM now. I'm like, are you sure? Because honey, if I sign up, that thing's gonna close.
Well, it looks like it obviously is clear that you have found your niche and doing what you're meant to be doing. So Bianca, thank you. I got a feeling we're going to have you back out here and maybe dive in a little bit more to the granular, just, what you're up to, that course. Just, it's a beautiful thing, guys. A business she's built, not difficult, right? I mean, this is the business, the exact same model that we've been teaching since 2008, guys. X in the chat for Bianca. Go find her, go love on her, and say thank you for this. If you got any value from this training from tonight, congrats, my friend. Congrats.
Thank you so much. It was amazing.
This was so much fun. I'm so happy for you, truly.
Thank you.
And this was all built amidst like the craziest time in history. Like, she just put her head down and said, I'm going here. And she went, in spite of the introvert, in spite of all the excuses of I'm not enough, so I haven't done this. She just went. It wasn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect. And she just went and did the work.
Thank you so much. I just put my head down and said, I'm going to just do this. This is really what I want to do. I just go for it.
You are inspiring, my friend. Yeah, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing where we go from here. Congrats on all the success up to this point so far. And guys, that's Bianca Roberts. That's the in-house real estate rock star, I guess. It really is kind of the first real estate agent that really has done what she's done up to this point with courses and funnels and lead gen. It's pretty cool. So congrats again. Have a great evening, everybody. Go find Bianca, give her some love. This webinar is, and if you're a guest and you liked anything about tonight and you want to see more of her and more of the marketing stuff, I'll drop a link one more time, mlsp.com/10, completely risk-free trial for 30 days. We can help you grow your business. Bianca is a beautiful case in point, and she's going to go change the world with her message. So cool. So cool. Have a great night, everybody. This webinar.
Bye.
The wrap.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Bianca.